I would never say never to Bravo or Housewives.
Cynthia Bailey is here talking Housewives and her film debut. And we've got the stories that define the week on People in 10. I'm Andrea Belke, bringing you everything you need to know about pop culture right now. We've got 10 minutes, so let's dive right in with the first 5. Starting with Kelly Clarkson, who settled her divorce from Brandon Blackstock.
According to court documents obtained by The Blast, Kelly will pay her ex a massive one-time payment of $1.3 million.
She'll also pay child and spousal support.
She started paying just over $45,000 per month in child support in February. Now she'll also pay Brandon $115,000 in spousal support each month until January of 2024.
That's a lot of money, but it's less than the $150,000 she was ordered to pay him in June of 2021.
In addition to the financial terms, the deal also states that their 2 children, River Rose and Remington Alexander, must be vaccinated against COVID-19.
The pair have joint custody, but the kids will primarily live with Clarkson in Los Angeles.
And they'll visit Brandon in Montana, where he's living at a property that Kelly acquired in the divorce. He's paying her $2,000 a month to live there until June.
In 2021, Clarkson asked a judge to declare her legally single after she filed for divorce in June of 2020. The exes were married for 7 years. And even COVID can't keep Queen Elizabeth from her royal duties for long. The 95-year-old returned to work on Monday for the first time since she tested positive on February 20th.
Queen Elizabeth was in good spirits when she met with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau at Windsor Castle. She even showed solidarity with Ukraine by displaying flowers in the country's blue and yellow colors during the meeting.
This came on the heels of a family reunion.
Last week, Queen Elizabeth reportedly met with Prince William, Kate Middleton, and their 3 children, along with Princess Beatrice and her daughter, who was born in September. The private gathering took place at Frogmore House, which is on the grounds of Windsor Castle.
And it's looking more and more likely that the monarch will make Windsor Castle her permanent home.
Queen Elizabeth has been based in Windsor Castle for 2 years since the start of the pandemic. And according to reports, it's unlikely she'll ever permanently return to Buckingham Palace in London. But a royal source stresses to people that Buckingham Palace will remain the central base of the monarchy.
Next up, the Instagram posts you've been loving this week. Spoiler alert for anyone not caught up on Love is Blind Season 2. Sheikh Chatterjee is apologizing to his ex-fiancée Deepti in a new video for his behavior on the Netflix show.
I wanted to take this opportunity to really just say sorry to a woman that I know I hurt.
Sheikh faced backlash for the many derogatory comments he made about Deepti on camera.
It feels like I'm with my aunt or something.
Leading her to say, "I don't" at the altar. And it was a victorious reunion as Ariana Grande and Elizabeth Gillies met up for the first time in 2.5 years. The BFFs and former co-stars posted selfies to celebrate and shared a laugh as they did karaoke together. I think they meant it when they said you can't buy love. And Simone Biles said yes to the dress, or should we say dresses. The gold medalist revealed she picked out 2 dresses for her upcoming wedding to Houston Texans safety Jonathan Owens. But she's keeping us guessing. It's still TBD if these are the ones. And in more Lovebirds news this week, newly engaged Sydney Sweeney hit the red carpet at the Independent Spirit Awards, just days after People exclusively confirmed her engagement to Jonathan Davino. They first sparked romance rumors in 2018.
I have never, ever been happier.
And Sydney was recently spotted wearing a beautiful diamond ring on her left hand. This, as her Euphoria co-star Angus Cloud revealed what was written in Fezco's now infamous mystery letter, which, spoiler alert, never made it to Lexi because of the tense events of the season finale. Angus told Variety that the note was a congratulations of sorts for Lexi's play, adding that he thinks they both know there's a vibe going on, and the note would have been intended to take that to the next level.
Where'd you go? I was starting to miss you.
That's not true.
Why would I lie?
Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas were spotted enjoying the City of Love together for Paris Fashion Week, where Sophie showed off her spicy new locks. And TikTok star Tinx wants to change the narrative on dating.
Hook up with him when you want to hook up with him. Do whatever you want.
And after experiencing her own heartbreak,
I feel really broken right now.
she wants people to stop blaming themselves if things don't work out.
It's not embarrassing to fall in love. It's not embarrassing to trust the person that you love. And it's not embarrassing to be cheated on. It's not something that you did, it's something that they did to you.
In this week's People Cover story, Stanley Tucci is crediting his wife for helping him survive cancer.
I think Felicity's undying attention and affection and encouragement got me through it.
After living with intense pain for 2 years, Stanley was diagnosed with tongue cancer in 2018, but the actor faced it with hope.
I didn't think I was gonna die. You feel like you're gonna die, but you know you're not gonna die because it's not that kind of cancer. And again, there was no metastasis. So I was reassured, and looking at the statistics and knowing a fair amount about cancer, you know you're gonna be fine.
After a grueling treatment of chemo and radiation, the 61-year-old is cancer-free and back to living life to the fullest, which includes eating his way through Italy for season 2 of his CNN series.
Nowhere on earth quite like Italy. Every mouthful here is an eruption. Food is it's memory, and it's positive memories, unless somebody was a terrible cook, you know. It's a really comforting memory. It connects you to the past. Believe me, it's extraordinary.
Now, let's move on to some screen time. I'm so excited to be joined now by Cynthia Bailey. She's starring in the new Lifetime movie Cruel Instruction, which premieres this Saturday.
We've been trying to get in touch with you for a while, honey, but I guess somebody's having too much fun to talk, huh?
For these final 5 minutes of the show, I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. For question number 1, you have to give me 1 answer. For question number 2, you have to give me 2 answers, and so on. Let's get started. Cruel Instruction is inspired by actual events and follows 2 teens forced to attend a residential treatment program, only to experience the dark reality that the institution uses abusive practices. I'm sure filming this movie could have been really difficult at times, seeing as the movie is focused on difficult subject matter. I'm wondering, what was one reason that you wanted to be a part of this movie?
As a mother, I wanted to be a part of this movie because I had a teenager, and I feel like this is something that is happening a lot, and we don't talk about it that much. I am so excited to be a part of this movie, to keep this conversation going until we are able to make sure that the abuse in these teen residential treatment centers is over.
I was reading that you are hoping to focus more on acting now. How are you feeling about the big debut?
Really, really good about it. Going from reality to being an actress, you know, I feel like I have to overprove myself because we don't get the same respect because we're just reality stars. I really felt like I did a good job.
You were, of course, part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta for 11 years.
You're gonna think I'm like a lunatic. What are you at? But I have like a friend contract. This is like a 1-year contract. You can't break it.
You made the decision to walk away from it last year, but you left the door open to return in the future. So that got me curious, what are 2 other career moments that you've had over the years that you would love to revisit if you could?
I would never say never to Bravo or Housewives.
No matter how much shade these ladies throw me, honey, they all secretly live for me.
That part of my life was incredible, and Bravo will always be my family.
Let's just have a good time. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
The other thing is, you know what? I would revisit modeling.
Oh, look at Cynthia.
I think once a model, always a model, but I think it's so important now that I am 55, I just recently had a birthday, to push these companies to show older women like myself, let us be the face of some of these campaigns. I think it's important for women to understand that, you know, getting older, especially with grace, is a luxury.
You're also part of the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip cast.
Teresa, did you bite into the ball?
I was sucking the
You
ball.
sucked that ball.
Yes,
No.
I did.
Which features some of the most popular housewives across the franchise going on vacation together to Turks and Caicos. So what are 3 other vacation destinations you'd love to visit?
Bali, the Maldives, and the Seychelles Islands.
Would you want to go by yourself or do another girls trip with the housewives?
I think I could sit this one out with the housewives and go with my husband. You know, we never did get a chance to go on a proper honeymoon because of COVID. I think the next ultimate trip for me in general will be with my ultimate and amazing husband, Mike Hill.
And since you're an expert in reality TV, what are 4 other reality shows that you would consider being a part of?
Dancing with the Stars. Although I don't think I would do very well, but it'd be fun to do it. Amazing Race.
You have made Amazing Race history.
Love to cook. I love to cook. So, Top Chef.
You've been on the show before. You know how hard this is.
No! And like maybe some kind of travel reality. I'll create my own travel reality show. I love to eat and I love to travel.
And finally, what are 5 reasons people should watch your new movie, Cruel Instruction?
Number 1, because I'm in it.
She used to be so happy. I just don't understand.
Because it has a very important message about the abuse that goes on in teenage residential treatment centers.
Mom, you gotta come get me.
Because I do a bomb job acting in it. Bomb in a good way.
Is everything okay?
Because Cameron Manheim is in it.
No talking and no moving until I say so.
And she was awesome to work with. She was so giving and amazing. 5, because this is my big movie debut. It's the biggest movie I've ever done so far.
It feels so good to hear your voice.
Cynthia, thanks so much for being here. Everyone, be sure to watch her new movie, Cruel Instruction, when it premieres this Saturday on Lifetime. All right, time's up. See you next Thursday.